Hello there. Today, I'm going to look at something a little bit smaller. It's not going to be a long video, but I'm still making it. So, I'm somebody who likes music a lot. I like listening to music a lot. I enjoy that. And as I have, been enjoying it more and more and getting more into it, I have got a lot of equipment for it. But also I've got a pretty big library. In my books, it's pretty huge, but I know some people have like tens of thousands of songs and yeah, I don't know. Mine is, as you can see at top here, it's about 1400 songs, so it's pretty big, but like not as big as some people's extreme music collections. But this does grow over time, so maybe I'll be way bigger in a few years, in terms of my song number. I don't know, because I do like getting more and more music, increase the variety, and so on. So that's what I enjoy, and that's what I do. Of course, it costs money, so I don't go overboard with it. Anyway, I have, also needed to use software for it because, of course, you need something to play the music on. And for that, we have music players. And in my case, I have found a piece of software called G4Music. Now, previously, I have used a few players like Dead Beef and Cuddlybet and Audacious, whatever. A whole bunch of them, and Clementine as well. I did not like Clementine, that was not very good. In accordance with my usage, I did not like the UI at all. But anyway, going back to this, I have found this. Now that I have gone to Fedora, I went to GNOME, I used Flatpak, and I found this in the FlatHub repos, and I looked at it, I downloaded it, it seemed interesting, it seemed like it might have done what I would want a music player to do, and it does. Now, it's not for everybody, and I will explain why, but let's go through this a little bit. So, this is simply a small, little music player. It's open source, it's under some, I think GPL3 was it? Anyway, that's basically what this is. It's a music player, it's very simple and very basic in its own right. You can see the UI is not very cluttered. You can see most it's empty space, then there's, like the album cover, or if you don't have an album cover, as in this example, you have, or because mine doesn't have to have to find it, I could add an image to it, but I don't buffer. But you can see that's just that kind of text thing. There's some weird lines going on with these ones, I don't know why. I don't mind it, but it is a bit strange. But yeah, it is a thing just worth noting. And beyond that, there's just the title, the artist, the album, the actual timeline for the music, the repeat button, if you want to repeat the songs. Then there's the volume thing. Then, you want to go back and forward, it's basic stuff. There's also like a thing here. This is like a volume thing. So if I started to play, it would. Okay, so there's that. So if I started to play, let me actually turn the volume off so it doesn't blow me off. But you can see it shows the volume, and that's how that works. And that's not really a big deal, but it happens, and I mean, it's nice, it does something. Then on top right, you have this allows you to show the actual thing in files, so if you want to see in your file manager a particular song when you're playing it, you can view it there. There's a shuffle button and a search button. You can also do Control F and search with that, and search things, and you can search for a song this way if you want. The search is pretty good. You can find things by artist or name, although sometimes for some reason it doesn't find the song name, even if you type it that easily. It mixes in a bunch of other songs, and then you have, but artist seems to work in those cases. Like for example, if I search for Naughty Boys La La, I have a bunch of the remixes. You can see it doesn't actually bring those at the top, which is very strange. Why are you playing? But if I start searching Naughty Boy, you can see it actually brings them up immediately. So that's just. And it seems it starts playing when you undo your searches. That's not great. But yeah, so it seems, so you can search things, you can find them by name, and it seems to play when you stop searching. That's an annoying thing when I'm recording a video. When normally use it doesn't affect me. That means I'm going to have to cut some stuff out, or silent muted or something because copyright. Anyway, here we also have a menu of other things. So we have an about menu. It's just like a typical GNOME, whatever, or GTK. Hey, about who made it, credits, blah blah blah. You also have some keyboard shortcuts showing here. So Ctrl F is to search. Why did it not? Okay, it does work. It just didn't work for me earlier. Then there's preferences. As you can see, it's not much customization. If you've used other music players, there's way more. But it doesn't really matter in my use case. I don't need that stuff. I just wanted to play music and do some things. And this is where we're going to actually get to the things that I care about. So you can see here this button, which has currently a shuffle icon, but you can select, Why does it keep playing every time? It doesn't matter in actual use case, but when I'm making a video, this is annoying. Anyway, you can see you can order by album. You can also order by artist. Once again, I'm gonna have to mute these things or cut them or something. Very annoying. But anyway, you can do it by artist. You can also do it by title, and then you can shuffle, which is what I use. And this is why I use this. Like, why I think this is so good. It's because it actually organizes the files based on shuffle. Because a lot of music players, like the B4 Codebit or Clementine or whatever, they just kinda put the files in there in order, like first bit or whatever, and then you start shuffling it. It plays them in shuffled order, but it doesn't show you the shuffled order, so you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's previous, and that solves that issue. But this does that, so that's good, and that's why I mostly use it. So what do I conclude? It's a nice, simple little music player for GNOME, especially. I think if you want something very basic and you appreciate the shuffle organizing functionality, it's good. It's great. I mean, it does have the annoying issue with doing playing every time I do something, but it doesn't matter in use case because I used to actually play things. But of course, when I'm making a video, it's inconvenient. But it doesn't matter in actual use, so it's fine. I hope that this is use. I think this is a nice music player. That's pretty much the point. Just going over this thing. It's not that old. It has been around for like a month and a half or something, so probably not that widely used yet. It's nice though, so just worth noting. And kudos to the person who made it.